Birdies and Bourbon show. Dan, have I got a doozy for you today? No pre-gaming today. No. This is not scripted. But let me give you a little rundown. May have taken a little trip up to Boston last week. So we're going to get into that. I'll tell you a little about my trip. If you're interested, you may not want to know. I don't know. I don't even know if you like golf anymore. But if you're interested, I'll drop it on you. What else are we going to talk about? Well, we got to talk about the disaster in Detroit of the Rocket Mortgage Challenge. I guess we'll talk a little about John Deere. See, what did somebody say last week? They said, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. Let's just say my one and done was, but play burger. We're coming up on the 4th of July. It'll be great. Play burger. Yeah, well, that was a fucking bust. So we'll talk a little about the Deer. We'll talk about what kind of bets Dan's going to sucker me into that I'm going to lose this week. And we may talk a little senior. I don't know if it's live. I don't know if it's senior tour stuff. But we'll talk a little major. We got a 2-timer coming. I don't know. Maybe Dickie's coming on the show soon. Who knows? And we are celebrating our independence this week, Dan. Not independence from the show, but independence as a country.
Well, we can hope.
So before we get into all those fun topics, I want to talk about something that it's not fun. It's a sad day. It's a sad day in the competitive eating world. Do you know what happens on the 4th of July in regards to competitive eating?
Yeah, I think it's the hot dog contest, Coney Island, right?
Yeah, Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs. They host the hot dog eating championship. And I don't allegedly 12-time, 13-time winner Joey Chestnut will not be in attendance. We've got a live-esque situation going on here. I don't want to call it a hostile takeover, but the competitive eating world it's been flipped over on its head, man. I mean, it's like getting a dog without the bun. It's incomplete. It's incomplete.
So is Joey Chestnut like the Bryson DeChambeau of hot dog eating?
Well, is that what it is? Allegedly he is, but I guess we had a little contract dispute. So apparently there's a governing body to competitive eating. I think it's called the National Competitive Eating Association. I mean, it's a very clever name. And I guess Joey Chestnut was holding out. By the way, I think we're going to rename this. It's going to be called, I don't know, Bourbon and Dogs and Bourbon. We got to come up with wieners and whiskey. What about wieners and whiskey? I think we can get
down.
Or whiskey and wieners. I think we can get away with this. So allegedly, there's a contract. Joey was holding out on signing the contract with the National Professional Eaters Association, the NPEA. And it came down to crunch time, I guess, and he hadn't signed yet. So they said, well, shit, you haven't signed, so you're not going to be able to eat. You can't compete this year. I know. It's like a hunger strike, but in reverse. You're not going to be able to compete. So he then, I guess, signs up. He's going to go, I don't know. I don't think it's Beyond Meat, but it's like one of these Beyond Meat companies. They're hosting, I'm making this shit up. They're hosting a non-meat hot dog eating. Talk about the world has gone to shit. Our forefathers would be rolling over in their grave if they knew that Joey Chestnut, hot dog eating champion extraordinaire, is foregoing America's birthday's biggest event, and he's going to a non-meat eating hot dog competition. How do you feel about this?
Say it ain't so, Joe.
I'm just going to start drinking. This has got me beside myself. I don't even know how to respond to this.
I don't either. I don't either.
Next thing you know, there'll be another golf league that takes all the characters from the PGA Tour, and they're playing 3-day events.
Next thing you know, Chick-fil-A be open on Sundays. Why would anybody be open on Sundays? Let's just put that away. Let's just put that away.
You know you've done it before. You know you've been driving, and you know you've wheeled the old car into the old Chick-fil-A, and you're like, where the hell's everybody at? And it's like, oh shit, it's Sunday. You know you've done. You wouldn't be able to say oh shit in the Chick-fil-A. You'd say right. oh poop, poop. Where's everybody at?
If you did say that, they might show up, and then maybe they'd cook you something.
I mean, they would definitely. You definitely get a little sermon out of that. That is for sure. That is for sure. But I dig. So now everything that I just told you, it's alleged. There is some truth to that. Not starting rumors. There's some truth to that. Now this is your quick Chick-fil-A story. So I wound up. I know several years ago. I went to Chick-fil-A, not to the restaurant. I went to like the Chick-fil-A corporate office. And the person I was meeting, they give me the time to come in, say, I'll come in about this time. I'm like, okay. And the bell tolls at noon, and everybody stops what they're doing, and they close their eyes and they bow their heads, and then the voice comes over the loudspeaker like Jesus himself, and he blesses the food for the day. I was like, oh, we don't hear that every day. But hey, good on them. Good on him. I was happy to see that there are people with morals still exist.
So do you think it's like more off the wall that Joey Chestnut is going to a non-meat hot dog eating contest, or that our presidential candidates are discussing handicaps and fighting over it?
And by the way, this is definitely a religious and political show. I mean, I guess they ought to just maybe they should start eating meatless wieners while they're debating their handicaps.
Now, if you're, I don't care. I don't care if you're Trump or Biden. I don't care who you are.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
No,
that's a lie.
I don't care who you are. But here's the thing. I wish one of them would tweet, just say it's Trump. Say, come on, Joey, our next debate's going to be at Topgolf.
Oh God, that would be so good. Or the putt shack. I mean, we've got options these days. We've got plenty of options. Oh, I mean, we haven't talked about. I mean, what a shit. I mean, who does that? So let me ask this. Let me ask this question. If I ask you right now, what your handicap was, I've got a feeling what answer I would get back. There would be a lot of mumbling and sturmuring, and I think it's at one time it was. No, it's recorded. You have a fucking number. That there is the index. You can go look it up right now. It's in the system.
It's in the system.
Or you don't have one.
Yep. Or you don't have one. Yeah.
It's easy. This is an easy exercise. This equation has a clear answer. It's a clear answer.
Too funny. Wow. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up.
Join us on next week's show, Wieners and Whiskey, where we talk all things wieners and whiskey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let me write that down so I don't get drunk and forget it, because that allegedly that has happened before. Good ideas, and then they just kind of go out into the wilderness, never to be displayed on any article or item.
Mm-hmm.
That is. Oh, by the way, leave a comment. Should it be whiskey and wieners or wieners and whiskey? Because I know this guy that's got an Instagram page. He does a lot of whiskey reviews and wiener reviews. I mean, this could actually be a thing.
Could be a thing.
Who knows? Who knows? Are there any podcasts about hot dogs?
There's gonna be.
Are there any podcasts about wieners? I love this. I love this. All right, so on to more serious business. So last week, maybe I went had a chance to go and spend a little time north of the Mason-Dixon. And listen, do you want to talk about a bunch of massholes? I mean, they were bitching about the heat, bitching about the wet. Oh, it's so hot. I'm like, dude, when I left my house this morning at, I don't know, 6:10, it was already 82 degrees and I was sweating,
Yes.
sweating,
Yes.
walking from the Uber into the
Mhm.
airport entrance. I was I was
Mhm.
sweating. And
Yes.
I hadn't had that much to drink the night before. So it
Yeah.
wasn't I was sweating anything out.
No.
I'm like, you guys are crazy. So if you ever get a chance and you're in the Boston area, check out this course. It's called Stowe Acres Country Club. I don't think it's really country club, but I like to say that anyway. Stowe Acres Country Club. They've got a north and a south course, which I've found a little oxymoronic. Nevertheless, we played the south course. Loved it. I mean, classic New England golf. New England golf at its finest. Stowe Acres in Stowe, Massachusetts. We go, oh shit. I mean, I could talk for an hour about this thing. So we get there and we're getting kind of checked in and this gentleman, I'll just call him Mr. Mass because I don't want I don't want anybody getting heckled. I don't want anybody showing up there trying to protect the integrity of the pod. So Mr. Mass, he gets us checked in and he goes, hey, hold on just a damn second. I'm like, yeah. He said, I got a question. He said, what is this? Like, well, what's what? Well, what are you doing here? What's going on? Well, way to keep the stereotype alive there, masshole. And I said, well, we've got this fake podcast, and you know, we sometimes if we're going to be in an area and playing golf, we'll reach out to people, we get some pictures, and we talk about it. We tell people if we like the golf course or not. Well, generally, I mean, if we don't like it, we just don't talk about it. Why would we?
Right.
People might come in halfway through the pod and they don't get the first part that says maybe we didn't like it, so I don't want them going and then they show up and then they're like, "What is this goat track?" No, not Stowe Acre. This place is nice, and the staff there, a lot of pride at Stowe Acres. So we're talking to Mr. Mass, and I give him the rundown. It's we got a pod, and we're kind of doing a review kind of thing. We'll share and spread the word about the course. And he says, well, my girlfriend, she's a big whiskey drinker. I go, oh, well, tell me more. He said, well, I'll just show you a picture. Well, I mean, this could get good. He whips this picture out. Guess what's on the image? The picture that he shows me. Guess.
I
Guess.
don't know.
How about country of origin? How about continent of origin? Guess what he's showing?
Japan.
Well, she was definitely. I think she was Chinese. He said, and I said, "Wow, we've got so much in common already." So this and we got there a few minutes early. So this goes on for quite some time. Come to find out, and by the way, thank you for your service, sir. He was he flew a plane in the I think he was in the Army. He said so. But yeah, he's showing us pictures of him flying planes, of his girlfriend drinking bourbon. I mean, he's given us the whole nine, man. It was he actually was not keeping the stereotype alive of the masshole moniker. He quickly redeemed himself. And yeah, if you ever get to Stowe Acres, you'll know you don't have to know his name. You'll know him when you walk in there. He will introduce himself to you. Had a great time at Stowe Acres, though. Wonderful golf course. It's been a while since I played in the Northeast, so it was took a bit of a change. The three other guys that I played with, they were kind of giving me you see why we struggle so much with putting when we come down south, and I think we were putting on. I think they were bent grass, but they'd had a little weather up there, so they've grown out just a touch. So I was definitely used to much faster greens, but it's kind of what you get in the Northeast with with weather and stuff that goes on. But highly recommend Stowe Acres, great place. And if you are playing around a golf there, and you make it and you're looking for a place to grab dinner, you should stop into wonderful hospitality in Hudson, Massachusetts, at a little place called Welly's. No,
Nice.
They didn't have any Weller, but Welly's. Good, great spot, great folks, and yeah, Stowe Acres. Thanks so much. We get
Little bit of false advertising, little bit, just a little bit,
well, it didn't say Wellers, it said Wellies.
It was implied contract.
It was implied. I don't think I had any. I had some bourbon on the course. I didn't have any bourbon there.
Sounds like a cool place. I'm just giving you a hard time.
They had a great craft beer selection by the way. So I definitely overindulged for sure.
I can tell.
On
is that an XL?
I'll never tell. That's why. Why do you think I'm cutting the tags out now? I can't bear to look at it. And if I put it on and it's a little snug, I'm like, that was the wrong one. Let me change that one out. It's bathing suit season. Come on, and I got to get ready for this new pod that I hear is coming out. It's called whiskey and wieners. I think it's gonna be a banger, pissing good banger. Speaking of, do you have any chance to watch any golf this weekend?
A little bit.
Where do you want to go to? So I want to talk about the Rocket. I'm going to spend a little time there. We had some had some very interesting chain of events that took place. But what about Liv? Liv taking over the senior tour. Dickie Bland does it again.
He's the new Phil.
He is the new. He won the senior PGA earlier this year. Wins the senior Open. Monday finish, by the way, in a playoff. And congratulations to Dickie. Speaking of a playoff, guess who did not force the playoff in Dirty Detroit this week?
Cam Young, Akshay, all of them. Everybody I bet on.
I'm glad. So 2 weeks ago,
Daniel Berger.
2 weeks ago, I should have. Daniel Berger. Yeah, meatless Beyond Meat burger. Weak sauce. He's showing up in Minneapolis this week. So just in case you want to waste some more money, I don't even know what happened. I mean, I'm watching this thing, and I mean, we're expecting a birdie fest, right? I mean, it like took a stab at getting there. A little weak in 18 under was the winning score. I mean, for crying out loud, I guess you didn't have to, but if you watched it, you're watching this. What a pouty little bitch in Cam Young. I can't believe that guy. I mean, what a ridiculous display of sportsmanship.
Yeah.
No wonder he doesn't have a PGA Tour victory carded yet.
Ooh.
I mean, that was ridiculous out there, man. I mean, what's wrong with that guy? I mean, talk about just, I mean, I definitely was looking the other way when he was out there. Couldn't stand to watch that guy out there. He snaps his club. You know what? You don't want to, then don't shank it over there in the woods. If you don't, you want to wind up with better results. I mean, what are you doing over there, man? I mean, that guy,
they're all good, valid points. Even KP said he's a harder guy to watch than him.
Head case.
Yeah.
Head case.
So still your pick for the Open? 100%.
I mean, they say those Irishmen run a little hot blooded. They are going to be in Ireland, aren't they? So I mean, it could be fitting. Let's go ahead and double down right now.
Doubling down.
Little
rough out there.
It's a little rough. Akshay, he 3-jacks 18 to let Cam Davis walk away with another Rocket Mortgage trophy. He'll not be foreclosed on again until the 2025 season.
Akshay's had a really good little hot run there. He's like Scotty Scheffler, but he can't finish.
I mean, I think that was his only three putt of the tournament was on the 18th to force
He's a
a
little
playoff.
Rory-esque, Rory 2020-ish, like Mr. Top Five.
That's good. I mean, maybe we ought to start betting him in the top five. Maybe we just found ourselves a static bet for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, there you go. Playing great golf. I mean, he can't obviously he didn't win, and it's a sad that he wasn't able to close it out. But I mean, great golf, high potential, right there.
In case you're looking for any club advice, I
Yeah.
hear the driver and shaft combination to steer clear of in the 2024-25 season. It's the Titleist TS3, I believe, with the Mitsubishi Tenzi 1K white shaft. I hear I hear they don't hold up well under pressure. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know. What a disaster. What a disaster. What a horrible tournament. Just all the way. What a horrible tournament. Disappointing. Way to go, PGA Tour. So I have heard some of the noise about Cam Young. He doesn't look like he's very happy to be a professional golfer.
Well, that's what makes him a professional golfer.
They said he's not very happy about being a professional golfer.
I mean, even Tattersall said that. You know, I mean, look at Terrell Hatton. You know, like he'll win a tournament.
True.
Yeah, but I sucked on the irons today.
They're
never happy. They're never happy.
Never happy. Never. Always looking for something else. Always tinkering. He needs to tinker with something other than a driver. I'd suggest steel instead of graphite maybe for the next
strong point.
Just saying. What do I know about golf? What else is anything else going on in the golf world? I know we're going to get into the deer. They're going to be a real barn burner up there in Minneapolis this week. Woo!
No, I think it's covered. I mean, as in the news as it's been, I think it was kind of a quiet week, right? Not a whole lot going on. So yeah. No.
Where'd this let me ask you about this one. Where'd this Charlie Hall come from, by the way?
Out of nowhere.
Did you see she's reinvented the club twirl?
The twirl. The twirl.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Do you have to hit a good shot? What's the rule on that? Do you have to hit a good shot to do the club twirl, or could you just club twirl anytime you wanted to?
I think it's different for the PGA Tour and the LPGA Tour when you can do a twirl. I think the LPGA Tour can do twirls after all shots.
Okay. All right. What about as an amateur?
You probably shouldn't twirl at all.
Really?
It's really kind of a pro move. You don't get hurt, you know.
That is a good point. You think that's how Jordan? Well, we'll talk about Jordan Spieth in a minute because we got some issues right there with one Jordan Spieth.
I do have more news. So, have you checked in with Stallings? Is he in good shape?
Good shape, yeah. The surgery went well. What he said he actually wore a real shirt the other day, so that was positive. But yeah, he said he's on the road to recovery. So the shoulder surgery went well. Yeah.
Good.
All is good.
Yep.
What else? Madamski and I have been playing phone tag. I think he wants some advice. Allegedly, he's starting his own podcast.
No, that's good.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a real podcast or not, but
not like this one here.
Well, I mean, I told him, I said, now, if you're looking for advice and it's going to be like a real thing, you may want to look elsewhere. However, if you're gonna run like a little jet joint sideshow, I got a guy for you. I got a guy that can.
We're kind of like the dive bar of podcasts.
It is. Yeah. Formerly known as Birdies and Bourbon, now known as Whiskey and Wieners.
We're like the place Scotty Scheffler would hang out after a win.
That's absolutely true right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're like a felon kind of bar, you know.
Yeah, like hard. Like you don't just I mean, when you walk in, like you don't walk in there by accident. You walk in there on purpose.
like Sully's in Boston, that kind of place.
Exactly. Yeah. What about Wellies in Hudson?
Only we do have one.
Wellies in Hudson.
We're not false advertising. We do have the Weller.
We do have Weller. Yeah, so that's cool. Let me think of what else is going on. We're going to be heading to Virginia at some point in the very near future. And I think we're going to be playing the Farm in Virginia. So if you ever played the Farm,
reach out.
Reach out. Let me know. I don't know. I've never played it, but I hear it's amazing, simply amazing. As Tina said, simply the best.
So have you brushed up on any of this Olympic stuff?
A little. You want to talk a little Olympics? Is it too early?
Well, Bryson's not on the team, right?
I don't know. Does he hail from any country?
It's the USA. Yeah, that's where he hails from.
Does he still claim it? I guess he
I
does.
think he still claims it. He still claims it.
He just won the U.S. Open, so I mean, I think he can claim it, right?
Yeah, I think the U.S. team is Scotty, Morikawa, and like one more, right? I think.
No, there's like 6 of them. Wyndham Clark.
6 of them. Wyndham Clark. That's it. That's that guy. Hotel Clark.
What's the X-Man allegedly?
Yep.
Let's see. Hold tight here. I was looking at this earlier today. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yep.
Let's see here. Because I wanted to talk about I wanted you to give me your thoughts on who you like and who you don't like. I mean, obviously the US is kind of stacked, right?
Oh yeah.
But there are some other teams out there.
Oh yeah.
That are they're looking pretty good. Shit, I just had this open. I don't know where I lost it somehow.
So when are they cranking up? Do you know? It's like another couple months. Is it August sometime?
The Olympics?
Yeah.
No, it's like last week in July, I think.
Oh, so I was off by a week. You yelled at me.
Something like that. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
So so Djokovic went down at the French, right? And then he said he is ready for Wimbledon, which started this week. Did he basically say, Aaron Rodgers, hold my beer? I mean, how do you get that well that fast?
I mean, I think he's going to have to start playing in a helmet. That's what I heard. Is there any truth to that? And I don't know. I don't know that that's the case, but that's what I heard. I'm just saying. I heard he's in a helmet now, full on. I mean, if he's not careful, he's going to be full on ensemble. I mean, he'll ballistics wear all the way around.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. I mean, I just was looking at this shit the other day. Now I can't. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So Scotty, Xander, Wyndham, and Colin. Ireland. Can you guess the two Irish blokes?
Got Rory and Lowry.
Yeah, shocking. Ludwig and Noren from Sweden. Let's see if there's anybody else notable in here. John Rahm and David Puig. That's not looking good for them.
How is Team Euro?
Tommy Fleetwood and Matt Fitzpatrick. Matthew Pavon and Victor Perez from France. Sepp Straka. There must only be one person that plays golf in Austria. Jason Day and Minwoo Lee from Australia. It's kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Tom Kim and Benny On. Taking a little flavor out of my fetish book. Nick Taylor and Corey Connors from Canada. Oh, I think this is an interesting team. Seabez and EVR. I think that's could be a little sleeper pick right there.
South Africa, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Could be a little sleeper. Who Nikolai Højgaard and Thorbjorn Olesen from Denmark. Who else do we got here that we like? Tosti and Griot. Adrian Marant from Poland. Sammy Valimaki. What else we got that's kind of interesting here? Anybody? Camilo Villegas and Nico Echeverria. Nah, all right. I mean, I think it's probably the US's to lose. Carlos Ortiz and Abe Answer from Mexico.
That's pretty good.
It should be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I think the I mean the course that they're playing, I mean, it's not really a big hitter's course. I mean, I think it's going to be ball strikers and kind of setting up. We'll get into that a little more, I guess, as we get closer to the month before August.
So if you were going to replace, would you? I mean, obviously it's done, and they select him how they select him, but obviously Wyndham Clark is nowhere near playing as well as Bryson DeChambeau, and that's a biggest snub as snubbing Keegan from the Ryder Cup.
You would think, right? I mean, I don't know how do you get away with that?
How do you get away with that? The guy just wins the U.S. Open and he finished second at the Masters and he doesn't make the Olympics team?
Found it a little odd to me.
And the other guy can't make a cut?
It's a little odd to me. I guess it's the way they pulled the the way they did the qualifying and the points. I mean, although I mean, you would think second and a win in 2 majors in the current year, you would think. I mean, you got to wait 4 more years to do it again. I mean, and
maybe that's it. Maybe, but Bryson's played well the last 4 years. I mean, he's played well. You know?
No, I'm saying you got to wait 4 more years to have another chance at this. It's like, I don't know, wouldn't you take the best of the best here? I don't know.
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe Bryson should go play in the WNBA.
He has been losing weight. He said the other day,
but he's good at the long ball.
He said he was what did he say? He was like 6 times more prone to a heart attack during his bulking season. But speaking of, how are you handling bulking season? Are you approaching this lightly, or are you going in full steam ahead?
Oh yeah, full steam ahead.
All right. Whiskey and wieners, they say. Looking forward to this merch. All right, what else is happening? Are we ready to talk about the manure spreader that's going to be going on up in Minneapolis this week? Wow.
Yeah, of course we are. Wow.
I keep saying it's not really in Minneapolis.
No,
but
it's not in Minneapolis.
It's right across. It's right there. It's right across the border. It said, but border states. It's in
Illinois.
It is. It's like Silva. Yeah. It's a pretty interesting story how they, because Deere.
I think it's where Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh's from.
I think you're right. I'll make you famous. So, Silvis, Illinois. Yeah, why did I keep saying Minneapolis? I don't know. Anyway, it's right. It's right there.
That's the 3M.
It's right. It's right there. It's right across the border. Right across the border.
Yeah.
So Deere, they have a contract that they provide all of the equipment for all of the TPC courses. And that came about when they built this course. I don't know, like 16 years ago or something. So I thought that was I found that interesting. And then they built this course, built it on an old horse farm that, and the owner of it was like the great granddaughters owned it, and she passed away, and then it was for sale. And it sounds like a big money grab to me, but hey, I mean, don't coin me an entrepreneur or a businessman. So
exactly.
Just stating the facts here. Stating the facts. Well, we're off to another birdie fest, by the way. And before you go creating any lineups, Dan, you're going to be very disappointed. But allegedly, the pace of play has instantly advanced. Prior to the tournament even starting, one Patrick, the Iceman Cantlay, has removed himself from the field of champions this week.
Okay.
So, I don't know how long it's been since we've said this, but let's take a look. Let's go see our friends at
All right.
FantasyNational.com. And we got a little bit of a gap at the top of the leaderboard with one Patrick Cantlay exiting stays left. And who other than the golden boy himself, Jordan Spieth, leading the way into the John Deere Classic at $10,500. Will you take Mr. Injury on your team and to win this golf tournament?
Mr. Injury? You broke up on there for a second. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm taking Mr. Injury.
Well, I'm not taking him. You're not suckering me. You're not suckering me into this shit this time. No, I mean, listen, his ball strike, his off the tee has been outstanding. And I don't know that I would say that Jordan Spieth is known for his off the tee prowess. His ball striking, he's ranking 77th in the field. There's a wrist injury here that's lingering. And I think it's worse than what anyone knows. I think we've got a wounded Spieth. I'm steering clear this week. No Spieth for me. But where would you like to start? What last year's defending champion, Sepp Straka, Sunjae Im, who's been he's been on a little bit of a bounce back. We had a week off last week, and finished T3 at the Travelers, T8 at the Memorial, T9 at the Schwab. Are we heading there? Because I know where I want to start.
Where do you want to start?
I want to start just below, and that's probably going to be my one and done this week as well. And $10,000.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Mr. Two Glove himself, Aaron Rye. Have you ever worn two gloves playing golf?
No, it's more of a baseball thing, but I get it.
Well, you are kind of a don't you have a little you want to tell us a little story about those times on the mound?
No, I'm good.
Got any flashbacks you want to throw
well,
at us?
They should use some pine tar in golf, that's for sure.
I mean, maybe they do.
Maybe they do. Maybe some rosin. Yeah, why not? I'm with you on the Rye. I think Rye's a good pick. Rye's a good pick. Yeah.
Aaron Rye, 16% ownership. I think that's I can get down with that.
Yep, and he's also model ranked first on Fantasy National. So there you
go. Good, man. Been playing good.
Playing good.
This is
absolutely.
This is the guy we can't. I mean, we can argue about it, but I think I don't know that there's really anything there. What is it? T2 at the Rocket, T19 at the Open, T14 in Canada. I mean, this looks good all the way around.
Yeah.
All right, where are you taking me next? Where do you who's got a little sparkle in your eye?
I mean, Davis Thompson, Rocket. He was second, 9th at the US Open, 27th at Memorial, missed the cut at RBC, and then 17th at Schwab. He's expensive, $9,600. Can we afford him? I don't know, but I do like the stats, don't you?
I do. I like David. I like that whole I kind of like that mid to high $9,000 lineup. Matt McNealy, yes, please. Davis Thompson, yes, please. Denny McCarthy looks good. Looks good here. Good, wonderful.
So do you think we should probably skip that for now, and go into the eights, pick some people and see who we can afford?
I think so. Right. Or I think we gotta rethink Aaron Rye. But I don't want to rethink Aaron Rye, but I think we got to go. I think we can go down into the sevens and then kind of work our way back up.
All right. Let's go to sevens. All right. Let's go to the $7,000 range. All right.
So what do we do with the Lots of places. Let's see. So some of the folks that kind of look that are interesting to me down here. That's kind of getting my juices flowing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Grayson
Taylor Montgomery's
Sigg.
out.
Montgomery's out. Grayson Sigg has a good track record here. Brendan Todd, he's played pretty good here in the past. He may have missed the cut last week.
I
Let's
think he
see.
did.
I think he's at $7,200 at Brendan Todd.
Yeah, I think he missed a cut. Yeah, he did.
I don't know that. I mean, does that matter? I don't know. I mean,
No, it doesn't.
what
But
was last week's field much different than what we're going to see this week? So, I mean, I think we kind of wind with the same kind of setup. Oh,
yeah,
look at that. Daniel Berger missed cut. He's probably going to win this week, by the way.
probably gonna win.
Oh,
Um,
let's see who's putting really well. Let's see what we
Justin
got.
Lauer,
Um,
7,200.
you said Montgomery's out, right?
Yeah, Justin Lauer's putting really well.
Justin Lauer is his off the tee's kind of a little spotty though.
Little squirrely.
Off the tee is a little squirrely, and this is going to be another one of those courses. Like if you're hitting fairways, you're good. Now on the approach, he's playing well. Where did he finish at last week?
25th.
And what's his history look like here? Justin Lauer, T20. Nope, that was. Where are you, Lauer? He was T51 here in 2022.
Okay.
Oof. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the sixth now. Oh, so here's a dude. What about how do we feel about Harry Higgs? Not in the way that you're thinking right now. I'm saying, how do we feel about Harry Higgs at the John Deere Classic?
I'm good for it.
I know
he's
you.
been
I know
playing good
you
golf.
like him when he gets that shirt off. He finished T57 here last year. He just won 2 events on a Corn Ferry on the Corn Ferry Tour. And I mean, if you look at this, there's a lot of names.
How much is he?
He's very inexpensive. He is $6,400.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm good for it.
He's coming in hot, man.
Yeah, coming in hot, and he wants to prove something too.
He's got a lot to prove.
Good.
Let's see what his ownership is. Let's put some
1.2.
Give me a break. I mean, of
Yep.
course we will. Of course we will.
Yep.
We love the big tank. Love the big tank.
Oh yeah.
All right. So look at Malnati down there. Malnati. I mean, Malnati's a cut making machine, dude.
You want to go there?
I don't
How much is it?
I don't know. No, I mean, I didn't want to, but I look
much
at
is
him
he?
and he's below, and I think he's got a win on tour.
He has a win this year.
Didn't he have a win this year?
Yeah, I think he got him to the Masters.
I don't know. He's nothing. He's nothing. He's 6,000 something. I just had him here. Where are you? Where are you, Malnati? He's a slippery little sucker is where he's at. I told you I shouldn't have drank all that before we got on the show. Peter Malnati, $6,700. He missed a cut here last year, T30, T58, T56. I don't know. Is he tired? How many weeks in a row is he playing? I mean, he ain't that old. Yeah. He plays that yellow ball, so it keeps him awake, keeps him alive, keeps him on point.
Yep. Good for it if you want it. You want it?
Well, either that. You know who's played well? Alex Smalley. What's Alex Smalley done? $6,900. What's Smalley done? He's got a good track record here. What's Alex Smalley at $6,900 done?
He missed the cut last week. He withdrew from Charles Schwab and missed the cut at PGA.
Can that shit. Just stop reading. Stop reading.
All right.
Not looking good. Not looking good.
Not looking good.
I don't know.
How about Max Gracerman? $6,900.
If you can spell it for me, I'll
Grey.
I got it. Gracerman. Yeah. So I think didn't he just come over from?
I think so.
I think he just came over from the U.S. Open, Canada. Where's he gaining strokes at? So everything is with the putter. He's losing. He's
Yeah, but he's
losing
not bad off the tee.
strokes.
He's not bad off the tee. He's in the yellow. He's 42nd in this field off the tee.
What makes you? What about this guy has caught your eye?
T31 last week. T21 at the U.S. Open. Those are the last two starts.
I'd rather play Zach Johnson.
How much is Zach Johnson?
$7,000.
Mm.
I'd probably rather play Matt Kuchar, $6,900.
I'd go for that.
I mean, at least we know we're getting a baller. But hold on. Before we do that, what about Davis Riley?
How much?
7,300 bucks. I know I'm easing up on you. I know I'm getting you out of your wheelhouse. Davis
You
Riley,
are.
Davis Riley, 7,300, 5% ownership.
Love it. Yep. I love that. Yep.
We good with Davis Riley?
Absolutely.
I think see I know this is going to be a novel concept for you, but we want to try and get 6 people into the weekend.
Yeah. I like Damon too.
Ooh, I like Damon too. I don't even need to look. I've already got him penciled in. Yeah, I like Damon for sure.
Okay. All right.
And Damon's streaky, right? Damon is a streak, not on the 16th green at Phoenix. Not that. Not streaky like he's got his shirt off with Harry Higgs.
Right,
however,
right.
if we do have Higgs in a lineup, I feel like we should also put Damon in a lineup because they go well together.
Now we can go a little higher. We can get somebody. We can actually get like Denny McCarthy and Davis is out. We could get Keith Mitchell or somebody like that.
We
Or
get
Poston.
JT Poston.
Yeah, we can get Poston and McCarthy.
We can get them both. I mean, I'm totally good with that.
Yeah.
Poston.
All right, let's do that.
And you like McCarthy over McNealy?
Can we get McNealy?
Yeah,
we can get McNealy. If we take McCarthy, if we take Poston, we can get McNealy. I think I like McNealy better than McCarthy. What do you like better?
Well,
I like the game
I'll just
shapes
tell
up better.
I'll just tell you, our friends at Fantasy National, as they've recorded the stats.
Yeah, McNealy. Yep.
I mean, right? It's kind of hard not
let's
to,
do it.
isn't it?
Yep, let's do it. Yep, I'm locking it in.
All right, it's locked. Let's see. Damon, Higgs, McNealy, Poston, Ryan, Riley. Tisk. I don't know who the fuck said tisk that one time, but I wish they'd say it again. Say it again. say it again. Say it again. That's what I'd like for them to do. And I'm in a good mood. That's not a bad mood. Say it again. I'm in a good mood, but I wish they would say it again. Who are they to tell us what we can and can't do? Wait until I hear this new podcast that's coming out. It's called Whiskey and Wieners. I hear that's going to be a real banger of a pod.
Banger. Did you get your who do you want for your one and done?
Who did I say I was taking?
One and done. So you got 2 of them, right?
Let me tell you who I've got, and then we can.
I think you're taking Aaron Rye, right?
Well, I've got him marked in both. Should I hedge and pick somebody else in what? Okay, so hold on. Let me get, because I mean, in one of these things, man, I mean, we're friggin' close, dude. We're close.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in the season long race, I think both of these are Mayos. We're 974 in the season long. We're 39th in the major one and done. Meaning it starts at the Masters and it ends at the Open.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've got Rye selected in the season long, and I've got Sungjae Im selected in the major.
I'm good with that. I think that's perfect. Yeah.
I mean, I can't pick Rye in the major one, so I hedge the season long. We're probably out at 974, but at 39th place, I mean, we're that could be a thing.
Yeah.
So you good with Sungjae?
I'm good. All right.
Sungjae it is.
Sungjae it is. Good.
What else? What else we got going on? Let me think of what's happening this week. So, oh, I hear they're having a meatless hot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
Have you been watching season 3 of The Bear?
So I did. I started the first episode.
Of the new season?
Not yeah, of season 3. I hope it gets better.
I haven't seen it yet.
I hope
just
it gets
finished season
better.
2. Season 2 is really good.
Okay. So season 1 was kind of like season 1 had me on. I was on the fence, right? I'm like, I want to like it. I want to like it, but you haven't. It's like the gateway drug. It's like I kind of like the way it makes me feel, but I've got alternative resources that work just fine too.
Yep.
Season 2 came along, and I was like full blown addict. I'm like, no. Give me the Cocoa Puff. Set me up.
That's right.
And
that's right.
I mean, I feel like they may have overdone themselves. And season 3, I got it. I don't know. I got like 20 minutes through the first episode, and I'm dog sitting. I guess if it's your dog and you're the single parent of the dog for the week, like, is it still dog sitting, or you're just like, it's your dog and you're being responsible for your dog?
I think you and I would classify it as sitting for sure. Yeah, I mean,
sitting. Sitting. Yeah. So
definitely sitting.
Yeah. So I'm dog sitting my dog.
They would never give us just the dog. I mean,
well, fuck no. When this relationship is over, the dog is definitely leaving. The dog is not staying here. They ain't no chance that dog is going to, I guess you're going to keep the dog. No, those words will never be uttered. Never be uttered. In fact, the dog will be the first thing in the Jeep. It's like, you better turn that damn air on, or I'm calling the humane. I'm calling them on you. Calling them. Right. You better have that air on.
That's right.
So I'm sitting. So I was watching the other day, and she was looking at me, and I was looking at her, and she was looking at me, and I was looking at her, and I was looking at the bear, and I'm kind of like, this ain't good. Let's go for a walk. Yeah. So I elected to go walk around in the 212% humidity, 89-degree air at 9:30 at night instead of watching.
And you ain't kidding. That crap. It's like in Raleigh too, man. I mean, I walk the dog at 5:45 in the morning, and I come back drenched.
Drenched. Absolutely drenched. Absolutely drenched.
It's disgusting. Yeah, you walk outside at 8:30 at night, and it's like we're in an oven. And West Coast would be an oven, a dry oven. We're not in a dry oven.
No. This is it's like a sauna, like a steam room. Yeah. Steam room.
Yes.
So here's what I would say is I hope it gets better. I'm gonna restart from the beginning of the first episode when I do restart it. I feel like maybe my mood was off. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna give it a fair shake. But I do feel like there are some high expectations that it has to live up to. Gene Wilder, allegedly, we're not afraid to start rumors here, by the way. Not like that other first-rate podcast with the pros on it called Whiskey and Wieners. Not right. That one.
Not that one.
This is a
Jeremy Allen White. Yeah.
I heard allegedly he's Gene Wilder's grandson.
He denies it.
Well, or maybe it could be maybe it's his step grandson, and it just so happens that they look alike.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think he definitely looks like him for sure. Yeah,
I think he does too. So I've asked a few confidants if they know this to be fact or fiction. Mm-hmm. Everybody is quick to the internet. Quick to the internet. Looking the fact checking. I didn't say that he was. I said, is there a chance that he is? I've heard this.
Yeah.
They have said that he's the grandson.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me. I've just heard it roundabout ways.
Yeah.
And people are quick to fact check it, and everybody tells me how stupid I am. It's just, you're just stupid. It's not even true.
Yeah,
I don't know. It sure does look like him, doesn't it?
It damn sure looks like him. Yeah, like he
Ooh.
definitely should play that part. He should be a Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka, here he comes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, he should
Yes,
definitely do
that he should definitely
Season three of The Bear should have been him starting a chocolate shop.
it could. I mean, what's the voodoo donut? He could have had a donut shop. I mean, donut shops are
He
all
could
the
have he
rage.
could have had a chocolate edible shop.
Hmm, I see what you did there. I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
This is very risque. It's kind of like a new podcast.
Yeah.
It's called
He could start it right next to the Whiskey and Wieners podcast shop.
You actually could do that. I got this ghost tree on my hat.
Oh, yeah.
What does a ghost wiener look like? Do you know?
I don't know.
Huh.
Have you listened? Go ahead. You first.
Well, so you mentioned the bear. I'll tell you what doesn't disappoint, and I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone because I don't know how many more seasons. They were threatening that we weren't going to get another one because there was a Zamboni incident, and of which he does not look like he got ran over by a fucking Zamboni.
Yeah,
I think I'm thinking that might have been a little what's the Saturday SNL guy?
Aaron Rodgers is.
Well, with that, I was going, who's the Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande bullshit? You know, like, look at me, yeah. And I'm thinking like, I
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Yeah,
I mean, I'm like, if you get ran over by your Zamboni like that, I feel like that leaves like a big mark, big mark, huge mark. So I don't know, but now the mayor of Kingstown delivers.
I have no idea what's going on, but it's fun to watch.
I don't know what's going on either, but it's good. Like if you like the movie The Town.
Oh yeah.
And it's not really like they don't run in parallels. They may run in adjacent universes.
Yep.
And I don't know what's going on either. But the cast of characters that they put together there, and some of them I guess maybe I've seen them in some things, but I mean Renner's probably like the only A-lister in the thing, would you say? If he's even an A-lister at this point. I don't know. I mean, once you get ran over by a Zamboni, does that make you an automatic A-lister?
He's the only one I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know any of the other people. But no, it's have you been watching it?
Oh yeah, I'm probably like one or two behind, but I'm right there.
Okay, it's
I'm
good.
right there.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
And to follow up on Cal's point, if you don't like The Town, just hang up. Just go ahead and just hang up.
Yeah, I don't know why you're listening to this shit anyway. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. There's no way we can be friends ever. Especially
they should make a Town part 2. They needed to make a Town. That could be its own series, The Town. Make sure to give Renner a spinoff. I guess they probably did. It's called Mayor of Kingstown.
It's called Mayor of Kingstown. Exactly. Yeah, it's already done. Let's see. What about the Costner flick? Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it, but I heard not a great opening weekend. Like what, 20 million, somewhere around there. So he's got some catching up to do.
Who goes to the theaters anymore? That's so 19. I pick a year, 19 anything.
I know. Especially to go watch a Western, right? I mean,
how long do you give and now I understand that because there's a couple in Atlanta that are kind of these like novelty, not those kind of novelties, not those kind, but there's a few theaters in Atlanta that like, there's one that shows like the Rocky Horror Picture Show the whole month of October. Right. And so there's some novelty theater right down from the Claremont Lounge, by the way. If you're ever in Atlanta, go by and stop by and see our friend Blondie at the Claremont Lounge, which this show is not brought to you by the Claremont Lounge, where I saw your mama dancing at.
Oh boy.
But I think there will still be like some novelties, but like the AMCs and I don't even know what the Regals and they tried to go upscale and the wine and dine, it's like, the last thing I want to do is go sit down in some fucking recliner that some, I got to be careful. I almost went down a path that could have got us. I would never go to a theater expecting fine dining. And I feel like I can eat enough either before or after and be able to make it through, a couple hours or so of a movie.
Oh
So
yeah.
how long do you give like the theaters? Like think about this, right? Like who thought that Blockbuster was going to be a thing of the past? Nobody.
Nobody.
The streaming, the streaming shit ain't gonna catch on. Nobody's gonna be up for that. Well, I mean, cable companies will probably be gone before, and it's really just cable companies reinvented. But like, how long will we make it through the 20? Will there still be like solidified businesses, profitable businesses that are anchoring shopping plazas through the 2020s? You think we'll make it that far?
I think they'll continue to decline, and then I think they get to a price point where somebody's going to buy them, like Netflix or Amazon will buy a chain, and they'll use it for premieres, and maybe they'll convert it into a warehouse or do something with them. I think that's what's going to happen. They'll wait for the value to go low enough to where they buy it pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Amazon's a good. Who even knew that we were even business minded and we could talk about things like this? Wow,
Wow.
wow. All right. Anything else? So, like I said, I think the Virginians in our near future for golf. If you haven't checked out the Sweetens Road Show, you should. I'll be making an appearance.
Here's one for you. Why doesn't Apple buy all the theaters and make them Apple stores? Get out of those malls and make them Apple stores. There you
go. Well, I mean, you know how many security guards are going to need to guard that? I mean, that's a big space, man. It's a big space.
Right.
I mean, the average theater holds what, maybe 200. I'm saying not the entirety of the building. I'm saying like one showing, you probably got 200 plus people. Shit, you probably have 300 plus people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
what you need. Yep. Make the lobby the showroom, and then you show all Apple TV movies and all that stuff from the theaters and all like
that. Are you giving someone your virtual resume right now?
We're gonna buy them together.
If they're looking to pick
let's
up,
go pitch it. We're going to Cupertino tomorrow and pitch this thing.
Well, if they're looking for a podcast,
we'll get some Olsen cherries.
There's a fake one that's not available, but there's this brainchild out there that could be. I mean, and like nothing goes better during a good movie than a good glass of whiskey and a wiener.
That's right.
Oh, what were you asking me earlier? What were you asking? You were
about
going
which
to
one?
ask me something. I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know. You're going to ask me something.
Oh, have you listened to the new Slash collaboration album?
No, but did I see he did something with Willie Nelson?
I think he might. Let me see. I think he might have. He definitely did it with Billy Gibbons.
So maybe that's what I saw was
Billy Gibbons, Chris Stapleton, Iggy Pop, Paul Rogers, Brian Johnson.
How is it?
I like the one with Chris Stapleton, and
what's the song?
Oh well, it was a Fleetwood Mac song.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And
damn good.
Isn't it a kind of a blues oriented album?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
it's a very bluesy Fleetwood Mac song. Yeah. I think I forgot who did it. Somebody else did it a while back.
What's it called? Oh well, like OHWELL? Like oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Could be another good name for I hear there's another new podcast coming out. It's called
Deep Purple did it back in the day.
All right. Hey, I don't know. But who? Mick Fleetwood
You've heard
it?
You've heard. No, he didn't write it. Somebody else wrote it. One of the original founders of Fleetwood Mac wrote it.
Well, Mick Fleetwood is the fucking original founder. That's why
I'm telling you, somebody else wrote it.
What about Lindsey Buckingham? Lindsey Buckingham.
He didn't write it either.
Well, then the Mac part's the one that I don't remember because he was married to McVeigh. Oh, McVeigh, the McVeighs. Is it the McVeighs?
It wasn't McVeigh. No, it wasn't.
I mean, they ain't been so many people that played in Fleetwood Mac, and I don't think
Peter Green.
Peter who?
Peter Green. He was the one that wrote it. Composed by vocalist and lead guitarist Peter Green.
Of what? Fleetwood Mac?
And then it was a Fleetwood. Yeah, it was a song by British rock band Fleetwood Mac, released in 1969 and composed by vocalist and lead guitarist Peter Green. Is what it says.
Peter Green was never a member of Fleetwood Mac. I'm not buying that.
But he's a songwriter.
Was he McVeigh's boyfriend?
He was an English blues singer, songwriter, and guitarist. As the founder of Fleetwood Mac, he was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1998. Green founded Fleetwood Mac in 1967 after a stint with John Mayhall's Blues Bakers. And quickly established, so he was one of the founding guys.
Tisk. I don't know about that. There's no Pete Green in Fleetwood Mac.
I'm with you, but you'll know the song. You'll know the song.
It's called "Oh Well."
Mm-hmm.
Can I find it where people can find our podcast?
Spotify.
Oh, you can find our podcast on Spotify. Oddly enough,
there you go. Yeah, go listen to our podcast, and then go listen to "Oh Well" by Slash.
God, that'll be we'll rip that as our opening song before you know it.
We might.
I mean, if you really like it that much, I mean, why wouldn't we?
No, why not? Oh, I'm just saying it's a new album, which is fun, and it was like we talked about. Black Crowes had a good album this year. That was a good album. So we like it. Was everybody needs music on the course.
I think you should start putting together a playlist for us.
Absolutely. All right.
Oh, hey, before you go,
mm-hmm.
How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in one setting?
Not many.
No, but I mean, it's.
I can't do that. That's just revolting to me.
Shoving that many wieners
How many do you
in your
think
mouth?
you could? How many do you think you could eat?
Well, here's the thing. So, like the hot dog eating contest for the event formerly known as Nathan's National Hot Dog Eating Championship. I think Joey Chestnut owns the record, and I think I don't think, I'm looking at it. Defending men's champion is Joey Chestnut.
He's the Tiger Woods of hot dog eating.
Who ate 62 hot dogs in 2023.
Yeah.
So, and then Mickey Sudo. I got to look at Mickey Sudo. She ate 30. She ate 39 and a half hot dogs. It has to mean she just ate the hot dog or the bun.
All of it. I think you have to eat all of it. I think you have to eat all of it.
Hers says she ate 39 and a half. I don't know how you measure half of a wiener. Did you eat the big half or the small half?
Good point. I don't know.
So he ate 62.
That kind of sounds like a Pat Reed thing.
I got a little change in my pocket. So here's my question is, now they're timed. And so he had 63 in 10 minutes last year.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
Do you think you could eat 63 hot dogs in like 2 hours?
I think it'd be tough. I don't think I can eat 63 hot dogs in a day. Do you?
I don't. Boy, I wouldn't want to.
No,
I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, I guess if I was getting paid to do it, maybe. Like, what are they going to pay me in? Like free hot dogs? It's like, oh no, if you eat 63 hot dogs, they're free. It's like, I don't know that. No. I'm going to need some kind of like monetary, not meat equity. I'm going to need monetary payment in this thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how your lame ass picks do this week. See how much money I lost on you. I'm gonna start getting a stipend from the Birdies and Bourbon kitty. I gotta fund the Whiskey and Wieners podcast, and I gotta fund this betting stuff. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that at a later date. We do got to start looking at some futures for the Olympics. I know they're out there, so be looking at them, and we'll talk about that on next show as far as betting goes.
Sounds good. All right.
Until next time, I guess enjoy your independence. Happy 4th of July.
Right.
And hey, don't forget, fireworks will be out. Protect your wieners. Cheers.